Thank you.
And I will return to South Africa, where our correspondent Innocent Samusa is standing by to bring us up to speed with the March on March protest that is taking place today, June the 30th. I believe the deadline issued by South African youth groups for foreign African nationals to exit the country. Innocent, I believe you have updates for us already. Is the crowd swelling from where you are?
Indeed, colleague, a small number has started arriving here, and they've been singing, and we've done interviews. I spoke to some of them. The main question that I was asking them is whether or not South Africa is isolating itself from the African continent. And the many people that I spoke to here, they're saying, no, we are just enforcing our laws. And they are of a view that it does seem as though the government has failed them in terms of enforcing the immigration laws in the country. So those are some of the topics that I'm emerging here. As you can hear behind me, there's a small number of, the Umkhonto weSizwe is the main opposition party in the country. They've started arriving here, singing songs like Siaya, Siaya, we are going forward, we are going forward. So that's the message here on the ground so far, colleague.
So I wonder if you also asked them about the propriety and legality of their actions. Many have been asking if they're rightly positioned to demand, that foreign African nationals leave the country, or even to demand in the first place if, a migrant is documented or undocumented. If you have asked, what's their response?
Colleague, please come again. I could not hear the question, the last part of your question.
I was asking if you've also spoken with them about the propriety and legality of their actions, whether they have the right to ask undocumented migrants to leave the country, and what's their response?
Well, in fact, one gentleman told me that in the country there's something called citizen's arrest, where they arrest someone and they call the police. But I don't think in this case it doesn't work, because we're talking about immigration laws that has got a lot of elements. I mean, when you're talking about citizen's arrest, you can't arrest someone if you don't understand migration itself. So it's a topic that needs authorities, because they understand how to deal with migration itself. So there's a lot of people who are a little bit confused about how to go about this issue. But again, the government has made it clear that no one should ask people to present their details. They are not allowed to do that.
Innocent, so you're mentioning that we have members of MK. Which other political party is there that you can spot? Because if now the opposition party, which is one of the lead opposition party that displays EFF in terms of performance in the last election, then this is turning more political than anything else. Don't you think so?
Indeed, colleague. MK has been part of these processes for a long time now. And one would say, one wonders why political parties, draw themselves towards such matches. But again, it's easy to conclude that because you know that it's election year. I mean, parties do, they would go as far as supporting some of the things that are not in line with what they believe, simply because they want votes. But they're saying that it's their principle as a party to really support organizations such as March to deal with illegal migration in the country. But the bottom line is that we understand that there is an element of really wanting to garner more votes moving into the local government elections, Cody.
As we let you go, Innocent, so talk to us about the planned, the routes. How do they want to march? What does this march constitute of? Are they just marching just to make their voices heard? Are they going to do what we've been seeing on social media, stopping by people's shop to harass people? What exactly is the nature of today's march?
They are complaining to me that learning about what?
My question. All right, some audio interference.
Interference coming through there. But of course, we'll get more reports and insights from Innocent Samusa on how the March on March protests would unfold and progress today. And of course, a recap of how it played out later on the news at 10. But of course, we've gotten as much news as possible as far as the March on March protest is concerned. And this is where we touch down on the program today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Sunrise Daily is up next. We'll be back again tomorrow, of course, and I am Bukola Koka.
Trust Us Channels Television is going to bring you everything you need to know as far as the issue of the march is concerned in South Africa. I'm Jeffrey Uzama. Bye-bye.